Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. For babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, let's work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this Tuesday morning, November 19th, 2024. We are about a week away from Thanksgiving holiday, and I am looking forward to it. Here at Forex Smart Trade, we teach people how to currency trade using our simple but very accurate proprietary trading indicators. And the purpose of this session is to show you how simple they are and how accurate they are, and so that you can make an informed decision as to whether trading is for you and whether using these tools are for you. So with that, let's get going. We need to first listen to this guy, and then we will see what the market has for us this morning.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
We use a number of tools to trade or to teach trading. We've got sessions like this where an experienced trader comes online and kind of walks you through their trading strategy. We've got a dozen different trading strategies, and when we coach someone, we develop a customized trade plan based around their availability to trade and their risk preferences. I do 3 sessions a week, yesterday afternoon and this morning and on Thursday morning. And then I also send out an overnight trade set up every afternoon, Monday through Thursday at around 4:15. Last night, both of our trades, we took 2 trades and both of them closed profitably. On the overnight trade setup, both of them actually get stopped out. That's kind of a rare occurrence, but it happens. When you become a regular member, every morning at 10 a.m. we do a live trade. Every afternoon at 10 p.m. or at 6 p.m. we do a live trade. And I believe one of the keys that has our traders be successful is that we are continually focusing on the fundamentals with coaching sessions, every week, in and out. You keep working, you keep being refreshed on what's right and how to do it, and you can't help but get better. I like to work off of a little checklist that kind of helps keep me focused. Every morning, I like to restart my green charts or refresh my green charts. It picks up any updates that might have done, and it also just refreshes the memory. I'm a person that keeps my computer on all the time, and I refresh the green charts every day. But every 3 or 4 days, I need to reboot because whatever happens, the memory things start going slow. So by clearing out that memory, it keeps things fast. Good habit is to review the trades that didn't go our way. I think this is key. It's like watching game film. You figure out things that you didn't do quite right, and it gives you the opportunity to improve them. Yesterday, both of our trades closed profitably, so we don't need to do that. We are technical traders, but news does impact currency prices, so we want to know what those news events are. And I found the best place to find that is a Forex Factory. Forex Factory brings news down, into three categories. Yellow, which is low impact. I tend to ignore those. Orange, which is medium impact. I also tend to ignore these. Some people pay attention to them. And then red, which is the high impact items. This red guy here this morning, this is what caused us to get stopped out on the overnight trade. Usually that overnight trade is done before we get to this guy. And this morning we've got news on consumer price index in Canada, so we will not trade the Canadian dollar this morning. So going back to our checklist. The trade I'm going to show you this morning and the one that we did last night is something called the 10-point trade. I like to take it off the 1 hour chart. On a 1 hour chart, a trade's worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. My sweet spot's 11. I think one of the trades we took last night was for 10 pips. The other was for 11 pips. And I am looking for it to close within 1 to 3 hours. And the strategy is kind of simple in that what I am trying to do is get there's three sections of the chart. I want the lines from all three sections of the chart to be going in one direction. And when I get that, I've got a good trade. So I start with the middle section, which is the majors and minors. This red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray is the minor indicator. Horizontal red line is the oversold. The horizontal blue line is the overbought. I am looking for situations where we are overbought and the lines are pointing down. So I'm going to ride these red candles down, or oversold and going up. And then again, ride it through the channel. So here we're oversold, but majors are sideways, or actually going down. Minors are up. So we don't have agreement. I want all the lines going the same way. Euro, if I don't see what I want here, I don't need to look at the rest of the chart. Euro USD, we are in the channel, but again, the majors are sideways. Green line's going down, red line's going up. I want them all going up. So we don't got nothing there. Pound USD, we don't have agreement between the majors and minors. The majors are oversold and going down, and kind of minors are barely going up. Dollar Canadian dollar, we're in the channel. Here we've got majors are going sideways, so no. Dollar US Swiss franc, majors going sideways, and I call it sideways because red's going down, green's going up. Dollar yen, we never quite got to oversold, and the majors have turned. The minors were oversold, they're going up. So here we've got a case where everybody's going up. I guess we can, ideally I like to start from below the line versus a turn, but the turn, it's kind of close enough. The thing I don't like here is the next thing I look for is what I call a double cross, where the green line's over the red and the gray is over the black. We have that. I don't mind that the minors have kind of gone past the halfway point. I kind of look for where the green line is, as long as the green line is less than halfway. The slope of the green line isn't quite 45 degrees. looks a little bit less than 45 degrees. I want it to be at least 45 degrees or stronger. When I see what I want here, I would jump up to the TNTs and count how many lines are supporting. Thick orange is going up, thin orange is going up, both telling me buy. Dotted blue is coming down. The blue lines are reversed or inverted. So when blue comes down, that means buy. So 3 of the 4 telling me buy. I want to have at least 3 of the 4 committed. And then I would jump down to the pressure, and I would want these lines either going up or the green lines on top. So we have neither here. So here I don't like, we're less than 45 degrees. And here we don't have the pressure. So we're going to pass. I cloned this chart. The chart we're trading off of is what we started with the light 6 major, which is one of the standard charts. And it's a composite chart where it's showing us 6 different currency pairs. This chart is also a composite chart, but it's non-USD based pairs. So Euro pound overbought, majors sideways, Australian dollar yen, we just touched oversold, but we don't have steep enough on the green line. Euro Canadian dollar, everything is kind of sideways, but we're going to stay away from the Canadian dollar. AUD NZD oversold. Everybody's going up. I've got the double cross, grays on top, greens on top. Green line is greater than 45 degrees. 2 orange lines going up, dotted blue coming down. So 3 of the 4. I need at least 3 of the 4. But I've got down pressure with red on top. I want the green line on top here. Other reason I wouldn't probably trade this now is because it is in the middle of the night in both Australia and New Zealand. And when I'm trading on a 1-hour chart, I want one of these pairs to be active day trade, active time of trade. So neither of these are. Now, if I'm trading off of a day chart, that's okay. But trading off of an hour chart, I expect the move to happen within 1 to 3 hours, and there's not going to be much activity now because it's I think Australia is 14 hours, so it's like 9 at night. Pound yen, we don't have the majors are kind of sideways. Euro Australian dollar just reaching overbought, still going up, so nothing there. So I've got another 6. Canadian dollar, yen, we've turned in the channel. Everybody's going up, double cross. Steepness is better than 45 degrees, but again, it's the Canadian dollar, so we're going to pass because of the news item. Euro New Zealand dollar. Everybody's going up. We're just at the halfway mark, but we've got the double cross where green's on top and gray's on top. But I don't like situations where there's a kink in the line and we're going from more steep to less steep. And that's happened twice here. More steep to less steep, more steep to less steep. So even though this is greater than 45 degrees, the kinks in the line, I don't like them, so I'm just going to stay away. Pound New Zealand dollar. Pound New Zealand dollar. We're oversold. Everybody's going up. I don't quite have the double. Doesn't look like I've got the double cross here. I've got 3 of the 4 here. Like the steepness is just at 45 degrees, maybe not. Thick orange is going up. 2 blues are going down. I've got down pressure, but I've got green on top. You know what? I want to look at the full chart of this. So this is just the 1 hour chart. So say this was perfect, and right now it doesn't look like we've got the double cross. My next step would be to look at what the 2 hour chart and the 4 hour chart are showing me. No, this is showing us the double cross. So this is what we were just looking at, the 1 hour chart on the pound New Zealand dollar. I like this. So when I see and here we've got all four, that orange line is going up here. I look to the 2 hour chart. I want confirmation. And basically what I want is I want the lines to be oversold on the 2 hour and oversold on the 4 hour. They don't necessarily have to be going up. It's better if they are, but it doesn't have to be. And the reason I want it oversold is because there's less of a chance of getting stopped out. Like if this signal weakens, it will eventually go up if it's oversold here. And you can see we're oversold across the board, even on the 8 hour, the 12 hour, and the day chart. So when I see that we're oversold, then the question is, what's the trade worth? On some trades, we predetermine the take profit's predetermined. It might be 3 pips or 5 pips, especially if you're scalping. On this trade, you need to figure it out. So what I want to do is go to a clean chart and drop in some support and resistance and see what the trend is. So this was from last night where we took a sell, and you can see it went kind of right past our support and resistance. It basically went to our support and resistance, held, and then kind of came back and then zoomed down to the kind of the next level. So let's do one here for pound New Zealand dollar. So I am going to crunch up the chart so I get more support and resistance, or spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. So I crunch up the chart to get more data points to kind of draw that. And it's a little bit of a kind of an art. So it seems like we're stopping here, stopped here, stopped in here, stopped in here, over here, over here, over here. And let's see, and these tend to be about 30 or 40 pips apart. Kind of stopped in here, 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 over here, over here. So we went from 2.1446 to 2.1504. So that's about 50 pips, a little over 50 pips. So that's okay. And it looks like we're trading a little bit into a downtrend. And I want to know the trend, because if I'm trading against the trend, I'm going to be a little more cautious in how many pips I want to take. So let's take a look and make this a little bigger. So I want to know how far I am to these. So these lines become my what I'm going to trade within. So here, if you look up in the top left, it's about 33 pips, 34 pips up. And 25 pips down. And then I'm going to just do one more thing here. And it seems like there's a little stoppage over here. So that's 21 pips up to there. And let me just see one more thing. Watch up to this candle. That's 12 pips. All right, let's go back and take a look at the signal one more time. All right, now this is a little clearer. So everybody's up, double cross, good steepness. I like that we've entered the channel. 2 orange lines up, 2 blue lines down. Everybody's up here. So we're going to go ahead and take a buy on the pound New Zealand dollar. A buy on the pound New Zealand dollar. You can take that in your simulator, or if you're using MetaTrader, a pound New Zealand dollar. I do not have that open, so I'm going to go to File, New Chart, and it's going to probably be down in this third group. Pound Australian dollar. Let's see. Pound New Zealand dollar down here. I'm going to change it to a 1 hour chart, so we're looking at the same thing. And I'm going to go to new order. My lot size is going to be a function of what I have in the account. I've got the 12,078. So I'm going to move my decimal place over 3 spots. So 4 spots, 1.21. I'm going to round up. I'm going to take anywhere from half of that to double it. I'm just going to take the 1.21, market buy. And my take profit, I want to go back here and take a look one more time. I think we'll take 20 pips. We'll take 20 pips. We'll bring it up to this candle, to the top of the candle. So I'm going to right click, go to modify. 20 pips is 200 points. I just add an extra 0, and I click the little blue button here, and it does the math for me. And I'm going to use a 3-to-1. Actually, I could probably just use a 2-to-1 here because it hasn't traded that low. So we'll use a 2-to-1. So 40 pips is 400 points. And then let's go to modify and see what it does. And I want to see where we're at. So we are at the top of this candle, which is where I wanted to be. So we took a buy on the pound, Great Britain pound, New Zealand dollar for 20 pips with a take profit of 2.14942. That's 2.14942 and a stop loss of 2.14350. 2.14350. And I will expect this to close within, let's go back and take another look. at the signal. Within the next 3 hours. Within the next 3 hours. Thank you for joining me this morning. It's a honor to have people come and watch me trade and hopefully get something out of it. If you want to become a successful and profitable currency trader, best way to do that is find somebody who's good at it and get them to teach you. And that's exactly what we do. And not only will we teach you, we're so confident we can teach you to do this well that once we've trained you, we will let you trade with our money and split what you make. So it's a win-win. You win. You've got a coach, kind of a safety net, someone who's giving you feedback and keeping you on that trajectory of improvement. And we win by knowing that we've helped someone and we're making money doing it too. All right, thanks so much. If you got any questions, you can give me a call, or best thing is just schedule some time with me. Schedule time with me. Best way to do that is just go to forexsmarttrade.com/schedule and get on my calendar, and you'll have 30 minutes with me. All right, thanks so much, and we'll see you this afternoon on the overnight trade setup. Bye-bye.